Hi, I'm sending this to Ginger to let her know how much I'm thinking about her and how I wish I could be there for her party. I've known Ginger for 62 years. We were high school classmates, and she moved to our little town of Frankfort her senior year, and so I've known her that long. And the best memory I have of Ginger is that for our senior gifts, we were given a gift to fly to Florida and we spent 3 weeks with Grandma and Grandpa Reno, and that was a lot of fun. Shirley enjoyed that. She and I and Becky Ertl got to do that. Best memories were of our trip, and gosh, you want to know what Ginger's going to do when she grows up? I don't think she's going to grow up. She's always full of fun and a lot of different things going on, and so we've had a lot of fun. I think she'll spend her next years enjoying life and make it very enjoyable for a lot of people around her. Sure enjoy my friendship with Ginger. We've had a lot of good times together, especially since I purchased my place in Florida 12 years ago, and that made it so I got to spend a lot of time with her and her family, and this has been a real joy. So I don't have any dance moves. I have a bad knee, so not doing any of that, but anyway, happy 80th. Wish I could be there. So have a fun time at your party, and I'll be thinking of you. Love you, gal. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Ginger. I remember the very first night that I met you on the ottoman on a Thursday night at Bible study at Karen Barrow's house. That was back in April of 2009. It has been quite a long time. My funniest memories, though, I think there are 3. The first was one night going to a Bible study when I accidentally drove my car over a parking berm and backed up with the berm. And surprisingly, out of nowhere appeared 3 or 4 men who were able to lift my car off the berm so I could back it up. Thank God for them. My second most funny memory was one time we were going to Arcadia, and of course I had to stop and make a restroom stop. It was an emergency, as always. And we found a little tiny gas station, and I think it was probably the most disgusting bathroom either of us had ever seen. Thank goodness that wasn't during COVID, because Lord knows there is not nearly enough hand sanitizer to wipe all that off. My third funniest memory was coming back from Lion Country Safari in the pouring rain and pulling onto an on-ramp for the expressway, of course not having a fast pass, figuring I could just drive through with no problem. However, seeing the sign that it would be a $200 fine, I decided the best course of action would be, of course, to back up and get off. And I could not see a thing. And I remember Ginger saying to me, just back up, just go, Jen, just go, it'll be fine. Seeing nothing, I blindly trusted her. And we backed up, and thank God we're both here alive to tell the story. Those were 3. There are many more, but I really don't think that they're video worthy for a public audience. Now, what is my greatest birthday wish for the next 80 years of Ginger's life? Well, I hope that they're all happy. I hope every day is better than the day before. And I hope that your life is filled with love, friendship, joy, and of course, Jesus. And finally, what do I think Ginger should be when she decides to grow up? Well, my guess is, based upon her likes and her wants, my greatest hope would be that she would become a gardener and a farmer, having a gigantic farm with all sorts of rescue animals, because I know that that's in your heart, and you'd be a great teacher. Happy birthday, Ginger, and I'm so sad I can't be there to celebrate with you. But don't worry, I'm coming to Florida, and the birthday will continue. Love you lots.
Your first question was, When was it I first met Ginger? It was in 1958 when she moved to Frankfurt in her senior year. My friends Suzanne and Sharon and I went out for lunch leaving school to go to the Moose Lodge. We were going to have chili. Why I remember chili, for heaven's sakes, I don't know. But at any rate, we were going to have chili. And I saw Ginger and her sister walking, and I said, oh, there's the new girl. Let's go invite them for lunch, which we did. And they joined us for lunch and we have enjoyed a friendship ever since. It's been the best relationship that I can say we've ever had. Ginger and Suzanne and Sharon and myself. Sharon is now deceased, and we hate that, but we miss her. We're just grateful that the three of us are still living. I always wore makeup, and Ginger didn't when I first met her. She liked my makeup, and she said, let's go to your house and let's play makeup. So we did, and I put makeup on her, and we thought she looked beautiful. So from that point on, she wore makeup, because as you all know, without makeup, Ginger looks like Mrs. Clean, as do I. So she started wearing makeup, and her mother wasn't happy with us because of it, but so what, be it, we did it anyway. Your next question was, what is a favorite memory of Ginger and myself? After 63 years, it's difficult to pinpoint one particular good memory, but one I cherish the most is the following. I worked for Social Security for over 40 years, and as a result, my boss was going to send me to Baltimore, Maryland to accept an award for my service to Social Security. I went home and told Bob, I said, you know, we could go on vacation to Baltimore if you want to on the government's dime. And he said, oh, let's do it. We'll just take a whole vacation. And I explained to him what it was about. And then as I thought about it, I said, you know, I don't think I want to do that, Bob. I'm not like that. I don't want to go up in front of a bunch of people and accept an award. And he said, Marilyn, let's just go ahead and have a vacation and not worry about what you have to do. And I said, okay. He talked me into it. Well, in the meantime, he had called Suzanne, who immediately called Ginger. And the three of them concocted the idea that they would go with us on our trip and surprise me. Well, on the day of our leaving, I was grousing around about going on, thinking I still didn't want to do it, and he said, yes, we're going to go, and then the doorbell rang. Bob went downstairs to answer the door, and he said, Marilyn, come down, there's someone who wants to see you. And I said, okay, still grousing, because I hadn't even got all my makeup on yet. We hadn't left, and we're going to be late now. Grouse, grouse, grouse. Anyway, there stood Ginger and Suzanne, and I said, oh, Bob, we don't have to go now. Ginger and Suzanne are here. And Ginger said, no, Marilyn, you have to go, because we're going with you as a surprise. And I was so elated and so happy about that. So we drove to Baltimore. Bob said it was like driving 3 Miss Daisies. And he said every time we women would start talking about women things, he'd shout out, it's about those colts. So we changed the subject. Your next question was, what do I think Ginger's going to be when she grows up? And my answer to that is, who knows, but wherever she goes, I want to go with her, because we'll have a blast. And then your next question is, what advice do I give her for the next 80 years? And again, I say, I want to go with her, but whatever she does in the next 80 years, if she repeats what she did in the first 80 years, she'll be just fine. There won't have to be any changes. And I have no dance moves. That was the next thing. But my farewell, or not my farewell, my birthday wish for Ginger is, I love you, my dear friend. I wish I could be there with you. I'm sorry that I cannot be, but know this. I pray that God will keep you in his loving arms and protect you and your family. Know that I love you and wish you the best. Enjoy your day. And I have one final thing to say. Bobo skedeatin dot and wadot and chew. Ishkabidley oaten boatin, bobo skedeatin dot and wadot and chew. Yay, raw ginger!